My name is Amir, and today I'm going to draw my life, more like stick people, but still drawings. It all started in Afghanistan, where I was born in the capital, Kabul. Unfortunately, my mother passed away while giving birth to me, so I grew up with my father, Baba, Ali, and Ali's son, Hassan. They were our servants. Ali was adopted by my grandfather, so growing up he and Baba played together. We were a really wealthy family. Despite growing up together, Baba and I were considered superior to Ali and his son just because they came from an ethnic minority called the Hazaras. One day, the king of Afghanistan was overthrown and things got quite different after that. Growing up, Hassan has always stood up for me, even when he shouldn't have. This time, we were playing in the back when Asef, Wally, and Kamal approached us. Asef threatened to beat us up. Hassan took out his slingshot. He was deadly with that thing and told Asef that he'll take out his eyeball. I just stood there, useless. As a child, I was always excited for winter because it meant it was the kite flying tournament time. Hassan and I were pretty good kite flyers, but Hassan was an amazing kite runner. This year, we actually won the tournament by cutting down the last blue kite. Hassan promised to run down the kite for me so I can show it off to Baba. After a while, Hassan still hadn't come back, so I went to look for him. I found him cornered in an alleyway as he was trying to protect the blue kite. Wally and Kamal were holding his arms back, and I noticed Hassan's corduroy pants thrown at the corner. Asef was moving towards him and unbuckling his pants. Asef raped Hassan, and I stood there and did absolutely nothing. I ran home and waited for Hassan to come back with a kite. He did, and I couldn't help but notice the little bit of blood that dripped from his pants and stained the cold, white snow. I showed the kite to Baba, and he was so proud of me. He didn't know what happened, though. After that incident, Hassan and my relationship got worse. We stopped talking to each other even though he made the effort. I was too overcome with guilt. I decided that enough was enough. I couldn't live with this guilt anymore. Hassan had to leave. So what I did was hide some of my birthday money under Hassan's mattress, and I told Baba that Hassan stole it. Baba confronted both Ali and Hassan. It was obvious that they had been crying. And once again, Hassan stood loyal to me and said that he did it because if Baba found out the truth, he would never forgive me. Surprisingly, Baba didn't blame them, but Ali said that they were leaving. I've never seen Baba cry before. He didn't want them to go. The Soviets attacked Kabul, and Baba and I had to leave. We made a quick stop in Pakistan before we arrived in Fairmont, California. We suddenly became a low-income family. Baba worked tiring hours at the gas station while I attended school and then college. Every Sunday, we'll go to the flea market and sell used goods we picked up at various yard sales. It was here where I met Sanobar. Shortly after, we found out that Baba had lung cancer and he didn't have long to live. Knowing that, Sanobar and I quickly got married. It was one of the happiest days of my life. Exactly 1 month after our marriage, Baba passed away. I never felt so alone in my life. I did not know what to do. It was also during that time where Sonova and I found out that she was incapable of bearing a child. One day, we received a phone call from Rahim Khan, one of Baba's closest friends in Kabul. He asked me to return to Pakistan because he wanted to tell me something that was urgent. A week later, I found myself there, and he told me everything that happened while I was away. He said he got extremely lonely and managed to find Hassan and his wife so that they could live with him in Baba's house. In the house, Hassan and his wife had a child. One day, Rahim Khan left the house to get some medication. The Taliban found Hassan and his wife in the house and accused them of trying to steal it. They were executed on the streets, and their son Sohrab witnessed everything. Rahim Khan's dying wish was that I could find Sohrab. I went to an orphanage where he stayed at, but the orphanage director told me that a Taliban official takes children from the orphanage every month, and this time he took Sohrab. I went to find this Taliban official who called out Sohrab, who was dressed in the blue outfit wearing makeup, suggesting that he was sexually abused. The Taliban official removed his sunglasses, and it turns out he was Asif. That's right, Asif. I was shocked. Asif and I had some unfinished business, so we started fighting. Well, more like I got beat up. My ribs were broken, I lost some teeth, and I had bruises and cuts everywhere. I almost died if Sohrab hadn't saved me with the same thing, a slingshot. This time, he released the ball, and it took out Asif's eyeball. Long story short, Sanobar and I adopted Sohrab and brought him to California. He actually didn't speak a word until one day we were at a kite competition, and we won the competition using one of Hassan's favorite tricks. This time, I promised Sohrab that I will run down the kite for him, and this is the kite runner.